Welcome along to City Hall in London, where I'm delighted to be joined by Deputy Mayor of London for Housing, Richard Blakeway. So thanks very much for joining us, Rick. And London Rental Standard, that's what we're going to be talking about. Coming up to the year anniversary of the launch, how's it been going?
Sure. I think there's been a real impact in the last year since the Mayor set out this initiative. Clearly we've got a growing private rented sector in London, about 2 million renters now in the private sector, about 1 in 4 Londoners, and it's absolutely right therefore that we have more structure, more policy around that, that we promote good standards and that we can see a growing sector burgeon even further and grow even further, but in the right way. And what you're seeing with the London Rental Standard is the first citywide attempt to set professional standards, to get agents to sign up to those, to get landlords to sign up to those, so that we've got simple measures that are understood by both tenants and those managing the properties to improve the quality of service.
And I think what's so great about it and has contributed to its success is that it is a community-generated and supported initiative, isn't it? It's all the good guys kind of coming together for the greater good.
Sure. I mean, all we've done is set a framework in which others will operate, and it's only a success if the existing accrediting bodies, both for landlords and agents, are supportive, are adopting the standards, are signing up people to be trained under the standard, and that's so it's very bottom up in that sense. We've set the framework, but they're delivering it. It's not an accreditation scheme in itself, and we're really enthused by the fact that all the main accrediting bodies have signed up to it, and that new ones are starting to come forward to start operating and start providing the standard themselves.
Because it is quite a challenge in a way, because you've actually got 3 demographics to reach: lettings agents, landlords and tenants, and there's kind of different messages for each, isn't there, although the standard is united?
That's true. I mean, initially what we've done is focus very much on those who own or manage the properties, because we need to get a critical mass of those who are accredited against the standard until we start to say to consumers this is the difference it can make. What we have seen though is particular progress made with the agents, given that the majority of properties are now managed by an agent rather than the landlord themselves, and that helps us to reach significant numbers quickly, and we're really proud that we estimate about 98,000 properties are now managed under the London Rental Standard since that launch last year. But as it progresses, and we're a year in now, we're very keen that consumers understand the difference it makes, that we're keen that consumers make a conscious choice to go with someone who's accredited rather than one who isn't, and that consumers can see there's a tangible benefit to the experience that they have renting, and that it's an improved experience. So a lot of the literature that we're promoting on the underground and elsewhere is very much aimed at consumers now, at tenants now, so that they can see the difference.
Well, landlords tend to be quite sort of hiding their light under a bushel in a way in terms of their own kind of standards, and I think what we'd like to get across in this interview is that landlords should actually shout about their London Rental Standard accreditation, because in fact it's a marketing differentiator to say, I'm a professional landlord.
I think that's right, and I think every landlord has to do, or whoever's managing the property, has to do something extra than they would have been doing previously if the standard had not been launched. So everyone is making a conscious and real effort to manage their properties as best they can, as effectively as they can. And look, it's pretty complicated for landlords or others operating out there. There's a lot of legislation that relates to renting a property. There's a lot of case law that relates to renting a property. It is not straightforward. Often errors are much about are unintentional as well as deliberate. There is a rump in the sector where it's deliberate, but you're right that promoting knowledge, professional development, professional standards is what this is intended to be. And those people who have taken the time and become accredited under the standard should really boast about that, because that shows that they're there to offer tenants a really high quality and good standard.
Absolutely. So just to finish, Rick, you've got the camera there. If you've got a message for letting agents and landlords watching this that haven't joined up yet, what would you like to say to them?
Well, I guess, look, I mean, what we're keen to see is more people coming under the standard, whether you're managing the property yourself or whether you're doing it through an agent. There is a brilliant opportunity here to demonstrate your commitment to high quality service. It also it benefits yourself, given the complexity of the law out there, and we very much hope that more will come on board, given that thousands have already.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and we're going to put the address of the London Rental Standard beneath the video, and also do check out the hashtag on Twitter as well, which is Rent Better, and that's where all the conversation is on Twitter about the London Rental Standard. So thank you very much, Deputy Mayor, for talking to us.
Thank you.